Hello. Hello, audience. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day, and I am Dr. Messina Morris, and I'm just going to be coming on here to show you some capabilities of Victory XR Labs, VXR Labs. So you see it shows my casting screen because I'm about to put my headset on so that I can take you into VXR Labs. And I'm going to do it in under 10 minutes. So let me get rid of my little woman bun. But I've started doing these, and this is the first time I'm actually doing it live. So this is interesting. So we're going to see how this goes. I do it live on Facebook a lot because you can stream straight to Facebook. But I don't always do it live on my LinkedIn. So we're going to see how this goes. I have full charge. Amazing. I'm immersed. So now I'm about to, no, not go live. No. Cancel. Cast. And I'm going to cast to the web so that you all can see what I'm seeing. And then hopefully it's not an echo because a lot of times or sometimes it can echo when I add the audio. So let's see. Okay. So you can see what I'm seeing in the headset. Let me go to here and make it so that then you can hear my audio. All right. So I'm going to go into VXR Labs. Maybe I should cut down my actual sound. There we go. And it's not an echo. So this is where you would sign in this beautiful library. It's spatial, so you can actually teleport. Sit. It has all the things for tutorials here about how do you teleport, turn, grab, walk, open your watch, watch. And so you see it says welcome Dr. M.O.M. You can fix up your avatar. This is mine. My professional stature, Dr. Mold of Minds. And you can pick from either the preset or you can customize your options. Then there's all different types of modules in the catalog. Make sure y'all can still see. Let's see what y'all is. Yeah, this is perfect. Awesome sauce. Okay. So you can see my catalog. I usually start people with the guided tutorial. It goes over the basics of how to navigate in labs. And the way that you move in labs is different than you would move in any other platform. Not super different, but you want to know how to make all of the tools very intuitive for you, so that you know where you're pointing. There's simulation in creator spaces. 2D and 360 videos, so you can go through Global Traveler. There's mixed reality spaces. You can do quizzes and assessments. There's conversational AI in these spaces. And even though digital twin is not showing Morehouse College, there is a digital twin of Morehouse College there. So first I'm going to take you to just a digital twin. And you can go
And you
in
can
with
go in
multiple
with
people or
multiple
you could go
people, or
by
you could go
yourself.
by yourself.
I'm
I'm
myself,
by myself, so
obviously.
obviously.
But I could
But
create
I
a
could
room
create a
code
room
and make
code
it
or
private.
make it private.
As you can
As
see,
you can see,
Morehouse College.
Morehouse College is here.
You do
You
have
do have
the menu,
your menu,
room
room
commands that are
commands that are
available.
available.
You can
You can
teleport students
teleport
to you.
students to
You
you.
can
You
disallow
can
them to use
disallow them to use the
pen
3D
or
pen or
spawnables.
spawnables.
Enable 3D
Enable
voice, which
3D
allows
voice, which
them to
allows
talk
them
to
to
the
talk to
person
the
next to
person
them
next
as
to
if they
them
were
as
in
if
the
they were
same
in the
room
same room
versus
versus
just
just
everyone
everyone
hearing
hearing
everybody.
everybody.
You can
You can
teleport
teleport
to
them
you or
all
to a
to you or to
particular
a
spawn
particular spawn
object. You can
object. You
also
could
freeze
also freeze
students. I
students.
love
I
these
love
in
these
terms
in
of
terms of
classroom
classroom
management.
management.
And then you have
And then you have
spawnables, which are
spawnables,
these
which are these
3D
3D
objects that you
objects
can
that you
put
can
into
put
the
into the
environment.
environment.
And they're
And they're
basically
basically
categorized into
categorized
different
into different
collections.
collections.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
So
have
you have
thousands of these
thousands
to
of these
choose
to choose
from
from
to
to
create
create
different
different
things in these
things in
particular
these
environments.
particular environments.
Okay.
Okay.
You could also go
You could
back to
also
the
go back to the
catalog and move
catalog and
students
move
into
students
different
into different
spaces.
spaces.
Another thing that you
Another
can
thing
do
that you
is
can do is
put
you can
things
put
out
things
into the
out
space
into the space
and create
and
what's called
create
a
what's called
layout.
a layout.
So for
So,
instance,
for instance,
I put this
I
layout
put this layout
the
in
other
here
day,
the other day,
which is
which is
basically just
basically just
a sketch
a
pad
sketch pad
with a
with
picture
a picture
and a
and
video
a
player
media
for me
player
to
for
cast
me to
any
cast
media
any
that I want
media
to.
that I want to.
Do have
You do
media
have
tablets
media tablet
that is
that
available
is available
under
to
tools.
under tools.
And so on
And
this
so
media
on
tablet,
this
it's
media
going to take
tablet, it's going to take mine a long time to load because I have
different files.
different
But
files. But
you can
you can
share
share
files
files
with
with
anyone in the
anyone in the
room
room
attached
and
to it.
cast
So
to it.
this
So
is a media
this is a
screen
media
that's up
screen that is
here.
up here.
And as soon as
And as
my
soon as
files
my
load,
files
I'll
load,
add
I'll
something
add
to it.
something to it.
But
But
this is a
this is
layout.
a layout.
Means
So that
that
means that
I can put
I can
something
put
in this
something in
space
this
and
space
augment
and
the
augment
space
the
with
space
different
with
pictures
different
or
pictures or
objects or
objects
anything
or
that I want to
anything
bring.
that I want to bring in.
Okay.
Okay.
So say I want
So
to
say I want to just
put a
put
picture up
a
here
picture
and
up
I want
here
to
and then
cast
I
it
want
and
to
make it
cast it and make
available.
it available.
So now
So now
that media
on that
screen,
media
you see
screen, you see
my talks
my
from
talk
Trip Talk
from Trip
up there.
Talks up there.
So if I want to
So
talk
if I want to
through
talk
that
through that
or any other
or any
file that
other
I might
file that
have,
I might
that I can
have,
put
that I
all
can
these
put
files
all these
in
files in
from my
from my
Nexus
Nexus
account.
account.
I can put in here.
I can put in here.
Or I could
Or I could
show a movie.
show a movie.
Let's see what
Let's see
videos
what
I have
videos
here.
I have in here.
Oh,
Oh,
that's my child
that's my
reading his
child
book.
reading his book.
That's interesting
That's interesting
because we
because
Steph
we
and I did
Steph and I did a
yeah the Steph can
yeah
do
the
all
Steph can
things.
do all things. Hollow tutor.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, so
Okay, so
it has those
it has
files
those
in it,
files in it,
or even
or even
presentations.
presentations.
So
So
I gave this
I gave this
presentation.
presentation.
This is
This
actually
is
just a
actually just a
template.
template, but
I think I
I
was
think I was
testing,
testing.
and you can
And you
rotate
can
it.
rotate it.
Get it.
I get it.
Okay, so
Okay,
you
so
have this
you
presentation
have
out
this
there, and
presentation
then you
out
can
there,
scroll through it.
and then
It's
you can
yeah,
scroll through it. It's a PDF.
go blah, blah, blah,
Go
blah,
blah blah
blah,
blah
blah,
blah
blah.
blah blah blah
So
blah.
everyone
So
that has a
everyone
tablet
that has a
has
tablet has
access to it.
access to it.
Um,
Um,
this is interesting
this is
because I
interesting
haven't
because
looked
I
at it
haven't looked in here
in a while,
in
so
a
I don't
while,
know what.
so I don't know what files I do have.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. That's a
nice.
nice one.
That's a nice one.
Anyway,
Anyway,
everyone that has a tablet
everyone that has a
will be able
tablet
to
will be
see
able
the
to
exact
see
same
the
thing.
exact same thing.
So,
So,
oh, look at my wine
oh, look at
spot.
my Y slide.
These are all of my
These are
personal
all of my
projects
personal
too. So if
projects
you
too.
want to
So if
go
you want to go
learn more about
and learn more about
what I
me
do,
and what I
go
do,
to
go to
unitethemetaverse.com, or
unitethemetaverse.com,
you can join
or
my
you can
school
join my
where I'll be
school where
teaching
I'll be
about
teaching
AI
about AI and
XR
XR
at One
at
University
One
on
Metaversity
school.com.
on school.com.
And then I have
And
my
I
little
have my
playlist.
little
So,
playlist.
you
So,
know,
anyway,
that's kind of neat.
that's kind of neat.
Uh, but anyway, so
But
then
anyway,
you can
so then you can
uncast those
uncast
things
those
and it
things,
just
and then it
turns
just
back into a
turns
screen.
back into a screen.
But these are
But
layouts
these are
that
layouts
are
that
available.
are
And
available.
then you have
Then
other
you have
tools.
other tools.
So let's get rid of
So let's
that.
get
So
rid
like
of
the
that. So
3D
like the
pen.
3D pen,
You get to choose your
you get to
color.
choose your
I like
color.
this
I
because
like this because
you can
you
say,
can say,
I want to
I
start my
want to
color. I
start
love
my
a
color. I love a
gradient. Okay.
gradient. Okay.
So
So
my color
start my color
and end it with
and end
gold.
it with gold,
And then give it a
and
little
then give it a little
thickness.
thickness,
And
and
then you can
then
write.
you can write.
So
So
look at that. Isn't
look
that
at that.
beautiful?
Isn't that beautiful?
And so like
And
this
so,
is
like this
welcome,
says
right?
welcome, right?
I can
I can
finalize that drawing.
finalize that drawing,
And it
and
basically
it basically
becomes
becomes
a 3D drawing
a 3D drawing
that I can move
that I can move
and I can make
and I
big
can make big
and I can
and I
rotate.
can rotate.
Isn't that like
Isn't
the
that like
coolest?
the
And you
coolest?
can do
And you can do
more than
more
words.
than words.
So like if
So,
you
like
wanted
if
to
you
set up
wanted to set up
sessions
sessions
or
or
stations on the
stations
digital
on a
twin,
digital twin,
you could
you could
do that
do that
with the
with
3D
the 3D
pen
print
and just
pen and
label
just
every
label
section
every
that you want
section that you
students to
want
be
students
in.
to be
I
in.
did this
I
with
did this with
students
students at
at STEMNOLA,
STEMNOLA,
where we were
where we
in
were
different
in
rooms
different
and they were
rooms
able to
and they were
write
able
down
to
their
write
team
down their
name
team names
and be in that
and be in
particular
that
section. It
particular
was really
section. It was
cool
really cool
with the 3D
with the
pen,
3D
so
pen.
you
So
can move it
you
around like
can
an
move it
object
around
as
like an
well.
object as well.
Um,
Um,
you can
you can
also
also
you also have
you
access
also
to the
have access
camera,
to a camera.
so your
So
camera,
your
as you
camera, as you can see,
sees
sees
everything that
everything
I am
that I
seeing
am
in this
seeing in
environment.
this
Let me make sure
environment. Let
y'all
me
see
make sure
this
y'all
again.
see
Yeah,
everything.
y'all are.
Yeah,
Okay,
y'all
great.
are. Okay, great.
So
So
everything that I'm
everything
seeing,
that
you
I'm
can
seeing,
see.
you can see.
You can take a
You can
picture,
take a
and it goes
picture, and
into
it
those
goes into
files.
those
So,
files.
like, if I wanted
So,
to
like if
go
I
back
wanted
to
to
that
go back to
file
that file
and pull it up
and
and
pull it up
cast
and then
it
cast it
immediately, I could
immediately, I
actually
could
do that.
actually do that.
So, like, if I
So,
went
like
back
if
to
I
my
went back to
tools,
my
my
tools
media
and my
tablet,
media tablet,
and I went back
and
to
then I went
my
back to my
files,
files,
that picture,
that
picture that I
picture
just
that I
took,
just took,
I can then
I
cast
can then
to
cast
the environment.
into the
And
environment. Now, mind you, I have a lot of files, so it's take a while to load or to
just like
load,
any
just like
computer
any
would. But
computer would. But
and then if you want
and
to
then
put
if
the
you want to
camera
put your
away,
camera away,
just go to
just
tools
go to
and go to
tools and go
camera.
to camera.
So
So
that picture that
that
I
picture
just
that I
took
just
would be
took
the
would be the
last
last
picture, and it'll
picture,
show
and
the
it'll
date.
show the date.
What is today?
What is today?
Well, it should show
Well, it
the
should
last
show the
picture.
last
I
picture.
don't know.
I don't know.
No, this is
No,
actually
this
a
is
metaphor
actually a
picture. But
metaverse
anyway,
picture.
you
But
can
anyway,
have
you
that
can
too.
cast that too.
Let me find that
Let me
picture
find that
so that I
picture
can
so
show
that
you
I can
all,
show
so
you
that I'm
all so that I'm
not telling the
not
truth.
telling the truth.
It
It
typically comes up
typically
in
comes
order.
up in order.
Anywho,
Anywho,
maybe it don't want me to
maybe
be
they don't
great
want me to
today.
be great today.
It's got some cool
There's
stuff
some
in
cool
here.
stuff in here though.
Huh?
Huh?
Interesting.
Interesting.
I got to figure out
I
how
got
to
to
work.
figure out how to organize this better.
I will. So
I
next
will.
time
So
I'll
next
show you
time I'll
a
show
better
you all a better
organized
organized
situation.
situation.
Anyway,
Anyway,
this is the digital.
this is the digital twin.
Okay,
Okay,
here we go.
here we go.
Let's go
Let's
to
go to
another room.
another room.
Like
Like
this Luxor
this
Egypt.
Luxor, Egypt.
So
So
This is
this
another
is
space
another space
that shows the
that
Luxor
shows
Egypt.
Luxor, Egypt.
Students
The
would
students would
spawn
spawn
right here in
right
this
here in this
particular
particular
environment.
environment.
But
But
Welcome to the Avenue of the Sphinxes and Luxor Temple, two magnificent landmarks that define the grandeur and mystique of ancient Egypt. The Avenue of
so each
so each
placard tells
placard
you
tells
more
you more
information that
information
students
that
can
students
teleport
can
through, go on
teleport
their
through and
own
go on their
journey to
own
learn
journey to
about
learn about
Egypt.
Luxor, Egypt.
Welcome to the Avenue of the Sphinxes, a grand promenade lined with imposing sculptures of the physical creature known as the Sphinx. This majestic pathway stretches for almost 3 kilometers. As you make your way down the avenue, you can feel the power and mystery of the Sphinxes surrounding you. Their watchful
So the
So
sphinxes
the
are all
sphinxes are
around
all
you.
around
You
you.
can see the
You can see
sky
the
and
sky and all of the
beauty of it,
beauty of it,
and it
and
goes
it goes
just as
just
far
as
as it
far as
says.
it says.
When you see these
When you
green
see these
boxes,
green
that means you
boxes,
can
that
grab
means you
an
can grab
object
an
and move it
object and move it
around.
around.
You can
You
grab
can grab
the sphinx
the
and adjust
sphinx and
it to get
adjust
a
it to
better
get a
view.
better view.
And now
And now
it's still
it's
more.
still more.
So like you can
So like you can
teleport
teleport
farther.
farther than what I'm doing. Let me go.
So
Teleport down here.
it tells you
So
about
it
the
tells you about the
entrance.
entrance.
You can grab
You
the
can grab the
pylon,
pylon,
the purpose of the
the
temple,
purpose of the
and then you're
temple,
entering
and
the
then you're
temple.
entering the temple.
But this is really
But this is
intricate
really
and it gives
intricate
a
and it
lot of
gives a
information.
lot of
So if you're
information.
learning
So if you're
about
learning
ancient
about ancient
Egyptian
Egyptian
civilization,
civilization,
then students will
then
be able to
students will
come
be
in
able to
here
come in
and
here
traverse
and
this. And
traverse
this will
this.
take
And this
up
will
an
take
entire
up an
class
entire
period
class
of
period
their time,
of their
of
time,
which you could then
of which
have
you could then have
discussions in this
discussions in
hall.
this
You
hall.
can add
You can
layouts
add
to this.
layouts
You
to
can
this.
add
You can add
presentations if you want
presentations if
to.
you want to,
But
but
it goes
it
deeper
goes
and deeper
deeper
it's
in
the entire
the entire
environment.
environment.
Okay, let's go to
Okay,
somewhere.
let's go to somewhere else.
I haven't done
I
drone.
haven't done drones.
So this is a
So this is a
CTE on
CTE
drone,
on drones,
and it's a
and
simulation.
it's a simulation.
I guess I'm
I
over
guess
10
I'm
minutes,
over
huh?
10 minutes, huh?
I'm pretty
I'm pretty
long-winded, but I
long
have
winded,
such a
but I
good
have
time in
such a good
VR.
time in VR.
It is hard
It
for
is
me to
hard for
stop.
me to stop.
You see, it says
You see, it
choose
says
happy on
choose
my
happy on
headset,
my
so
headset, so
I'm always choosing
I'm
happy.
always choosing
But
happy.
anyway,
But anyway,
CTE drone
CTE drones
goes over less
goes
than
over
basics,
lesson basics.
and so then it
And
tells
so
you
then it
all
tells
about
you
your
all about
drone,
your drone.
the
It's the
quadcopter.
quadcopter.
It tells you that
It
you
tells
can
you that
yaw
you
and
can yaw and
throttle. It gives you
throttle.
the right
So it gives you the
jargon,
right jargon,
and then pitch and
and then
roll
pitch
with
and
the
roll
right
with the
stick,
right stick,
and then it has
and then it has you
practice.
practice.
So you can actually
So
pick
you can
this up
actually pick this up
and
and
practice.
practice.
Then you go next,
And you go next,
and it tells you
and it
about
tells you about
the roll and
the
thrust
roll and thrust
and you
movement,
can
and then
experiment.
you can
Okay.
experiment. Okay.
So now
So now you
experiment.
could experiment.
Not really great with
Not really
people.
great with my
But you
drone.
see the
But you
camera?
see the
You see
camera?
me?
You see me?
Mm, mm,
Mm,
mm,
mm,
mm.
mm, mm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
this
this
I was a little better
I
at
was
this
a little
last
better at
time.
this last time.
Let's see.
Let's see.
I'm not
I'm not going anywhere.
okay.
Oh, here I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Once you get
Once you
comfortable
get comfortable
with
with
those, then you
those,
would
then you would
do the lesson,
do the
which is
lesson,
fly
which
by
is
wire.
fly by wire.
and then you can move
and then
on
you
to
can
the
move
next
on
one,
to the
which is
next one, which is
going to be
gonna
maneuvering.
be maneuvering.
So
So
there we go.
there we go.
You can fly
You can fly
up,
up,
and you can see the
and you can see
scenery.
the scenery
Just in the
just
trees.
in the trees.
I'm not as
I'm
good
not
as
as good
Danny
as
is.
Danny is
Like
with this.
Danny
Like
knows how
Danny
to
knows
actually
how to
move this
actually move
drone
this
through
drone through
all different kind
all
of
different
things.
kind of
And so
things.
then, like
And
you
so
would
then, like
learn
you would
to
learn
do
to
lesson
do
two.
lesson
It's
two,
then like you
and
do
then
an
like you do an
obstacle
obstacle
course,
course,
a search and
a search and
rescue,
rescue,
a
a
reconnaissance, extreme
reconnaissance,
weather
extreme
one.
weather one, structure, and
Like it's
like it's
pretty
pretty
intense
intense
and pretty deep.
and pretty deep.
So
So
the obstacle
the
course is like
obstacle
you have
course
to
is
get
like
it to
you have
go
to get
through
it to go through
these
these
obstacles, which
obstacles, which
let's see if I can
let's see if
get
I
it
can get it
to
to go
through the ring,
through the
go through the
ring,
ring,
go
go
through the
through the
ring,
ring.
go through the ring.
I'm almost
I'm
gonna do it.
almost gonna do it.
Oh no,
Oh no, no,
I am not that
I am
great.
not that great.
I'm
I'm
obviously not a
obviously
drone
not a drone pilot
certified right now.
certified right now.
But if you
But
go through
if
that
you
ring,
go
it
through
gives
that ring,
you a
it
nice
gives you a
little
nice little
confirmation. And
confirmation.
then here's
And then
another
here's
one.
another one.
You have to
You have
rescue a
to
human
rescue a
being,
human being,
and it shows you
and
that
it
you
shows
have
you
a
that
life
you have a life
preserver,
preserver,
and
and
so you're supposed to
so
go
you're
out
supposed to
there
go
and
out
send your
there and send
drone
your
to go
drone to
rescue.
go
Then
rescue. Then
reconnaissance,
reconnaissance,
a family is
a
gone
family is gone
missing, and so
missing,
you're
and so
looking
you're
for
looking
all of
for
these
all of these
clues: a
clues:
broken
a
branch,
broken branch,
campfire, animal
campfire,
bones.
animal bones.
Obviously, you have
Obviously,
a
you
camera,
have a
so you go
camera,
do
so you
that.
go do that.
Same thing with the
Same thing with the
weather.
extreme weather one.
But it's
But it's
foggy.
foggy,
You have to
and you
fly
have to
through
fly
this,
through this.
and then
And then
structure
structure
inspection.
inspection,
You're going to
you're
actually
going to
go over
actually
this
go over
large
this
bridge
large
and check
bridge
for
and check
quality
for quality
assurance. So you're
assurance.
going to
So
look
you're
for
going to
chip
look for
paint
chip
and bolt
paint and
loop,
bolt loop,
bolt
bolt
holes,
holes or
bolt,
loose bolts
and everything like that. So
and everything like that. So
this is the
this
drones
is
one,
the drones one,
and it's
and it's
pretty
pretty
deep.
deep.
I'm not a drone pilot.
I'm not a drone pilot, obviously.
There's welding,
There's welding,
oh
there's
my gosh, the
carpentry. Oh my
carpentry
gosh,
one
the
I did the
carpentry
other
one I
day.
did the other day, but
It's pretty intense.
it's
I'll come
pretty
back and
intense.
do
I'll
one
come
of
back and
those
do
for
one
you
of
all
those
later.
for you all later.
Then we have
Then we have
the
the
ones where you can
ones where
actually
you
go
can actually
inside
go
and talk to
inside
the
and talk to the
NPCs. Let's do a
NPCs.
rental
Let's do a rental
negotiation.
negotiation.
Hi there. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for your interest in my office spaces. With all of my tenants, I need to agree on the following 5 terms before we can complete the lease agreement. 1. The rent price. 2. The security deposit. 3. Guaranteed parking allocation. 4. The sublet policy. And 5. The cleaning policy. Is there somewhere specific you'd like to begin the negotiation?
Yes, let's talk
Yes,
about the
let's talk
cleaning
about the
service.
cleaning service.
I prefer not to provide any landlord provided cleaning services. I believe it gives tenants more flexibility to choose their own cleaning arrangements. How does that sound to you?
That sounds
That
fine.
sounds fine.
Is there
Is
any
there
vendor that
any
you
vendor that
prefer?
you prefer?
Great. Let's move on to the security deposit then. I typically require 2 months' rent as a security deposit. What are your thoughts on that?
I would prefer
I would
1 month.
prefer 1 month's rent.
I understand, but I really need to stick with a 2 month deposit to ensure the property is well protected. Would you be open to that?
How about one and a
How
half?
about 1.5?
I appreciate your willingness to compromise, but I really need the full 2 months to feel secure about the lease. Can we agree on that?
What does the
What
full
does the
two
full
months
2 months
secure?
secure?
The full 2 months deposit helps cover any potential damages or unpaid rent, providing me with peace of mind. It's a standard practice to ensure both parties are protected. Does that help clarify my position?
It does,
It
but I'm
does,
not
but I'm
still
not
sure that
still
I want
sure
to
that
do
I want to
2
do
months
2 months
deposit.
deposit.
What are the other
What are the
terms?
other terms?
I understand your hesitation, but the 2 month deposit is really necessary for me to proceed confidently. It ensures the space is well protected and mitigates any
I'm
risks.
not going
Can
to
we
do that.
finalize that aspect?
Yes, let's
Yes,
go
let's
ahead and go.
go ahead and go for the 2 months.
Thank you for agreeing. Now let's discuss the rent. I typically aim for around $3,080 per month. What are your thoughts on that?
My budget for
My
rent
budget
is
for rent is
2,500 per month,
2,500 per
and being
month,
that I'm
and
going
being that
to
I'm
give
going to
2
give
months
2 months
deposit, then I
deposit,
think
then
that's
I
fair.
think that's fair.
I appreciate your offer, but I can't go lower than $3,080 for the rent. The value of the space and its location really warrant that rate. Can we find a way to meet closer to that figure?
Okay, what about
Okay, what about
$2,800?
$2,800?
I appreciate your flexibility, but I still need to stick close to my asking price of $3,080. How about we settle on $3,000? That would work much better for me. What do you think?
I would prefer
I would
a
prefer a
discounted rate of
discounted
at
rate of
least
at
5
least
to
5 to
10%,
10%,
which means that
which means that that would be
$150 to
$150 to
$300 less than
$300
the
less
asking
than the
price.
asking price.
So
So
if we're not
if
gonna
we're
do
not gonna do,
did you cut me off?
did you cut me off?
I understand your desire for a discount, but I'm really firm on the $3,000. That's already a compromise on my end. It reflects the value of the space and the amenities. Can we agree on that?
What about
What about
$2,950?
$2,950?
I appreciate your willingness to negotiate. $2,950 is closer to my target, but I really need to finalize at $3,000. 000 to ensure the space's value is maintained. Can we agree on that?
Sure. What are the
Sure.
other
What are the
terms?
other terms?
Good
Good
grief.
grief.
The other terms we've discussed are a 2 month security deposit, no landlord provided cleaning services, and I prefer no subletting. Would you like to address any specific term, or shall we finalize the rent at $3,000?
Let's finalize
Let's
the rent at
finalize the rent at
$3,000.
$3,000.
Alrighty, here's the contract with our agreed upon terms.
Good grief.
Good grief.
Place the
Place the
contract here to
contract here to
decline.
decline.
See.
Alrighty, here's the contract with our agreed upon terms.
Good gracious.
Thank you for your time. I am glad we were able to reach a mutually beneficial agreement. I will send you the lease for your records.
Thank you, Amina.
Thank you, Amina.
Now that the practice negotiation has finished, let's review how you did. You approached the negotiation with a clear budget in mind, which is a strong starting point. You effectively communicated your limits, especially with your initial offer of $2,500 for rent. This demonstrated that you were prepared and had thought through your financial constraints. One of the notable strengths in your negotiation was your persistence. You consistently aimed for a lower rental rate, coming back with offers like $2,800 and later $2,950. This shows that you are not willing to settle for the initial asking price and were open to finding a middle ground. For example, when you stated, I would prefer a discounted rate of at least 5 to 10%, you conveyed your expectations clearly, which is essential in negotiations. However, there are areas where you could improve. While persistence is commendable, it's also crucial to be flexible in negotiations. For instance, when Amina offered $3,000, you could have acknowledged the effort she made to meet you halfway before reiterating your counteroffer. This would foster a more collaborative atmosphere, which can lead to a more favorable outcome for both parties. Another aspect to consider is the timing of your responses. When
Okay, maybe I could be a
Maybe
little
I
bit
could
more
be a little bit more
collaborative.
collaborative in my responses.
I'm glad to hear that. Your willingness to reflect on the negotiation is a great step towards improving your skills. If you have any specific questions or if there's anything else you'd like to discuss about the negotiation process, feel free to ask.
Sure, when
Sure, when negotiating
and the person
and the
does not
person
want
does
to
not
agree
want
to
to
your
agree to your
compromise,
compromise,
should you just back
should you
away
just
from the
back away
deal?
from the deal?
It's important to assess the situation. If the other party is unwilling to meet you halfway, consider whether you still see value in the deal. You can try proposing alternative compromises or clarifying your position to understand their hesitations better. If it becomes clear that no agreement is possible and the terms don't meet your needs, walking away might be the best option. It's always wise to know your bottom line and be prepared to seek other opportunities if necessary.
Okay, y'all. So
Okay,
that
y'all. So that
is
is
the
the
negotiation room,
negotiation
which
room,
I think
which
was
I
really,
think was
really
really,
helpful,
really
and
helpful,
it gives
and
you a
it gives
review
you a review
of
of
how well you
how
did.
well you did.
Now, students
Now,
can take
students can take
quizzes and
quizzes
tests
and tests
in the
in
King's
the King's
Labyrinth,
Labyrinth,
and you could
and you
actually
could
view
actually
them.
view
I don't
them.
think I
I
have
don't think
a
I
quiz
have a
in here,
quiz
though.
in here though,
Actually, let me
actually,
just
but I'm
show
gonna
you
just
the
show you the
environment.
environment.
Okay, so
Okay, so
these are
these
some
are some
subjects that
subjects
are
that
already
are
here.
already here.
I have no idea
I
why
have no
it's
idea
telling me
why it's
I'm in
telling me that I'm in
multiple
multiple
um,
um,
devices. I'm
devices
only
because
on
I'm only
one.
on one.
But let's just
But
say
let's just say
algebra.
algebra.
I do algebra.
I do algebra.
Oh.
Oh,
Hmm.
hmm.
The
The
expression is right.
expression isn't right. Let me go back out.
Can I choose?
Can I choose another one? Gotcha, biology.
Okay.
Okay.
Which of the
Which of
following
the
does not
following does not contribute to genetic variation?
hard to be
Part of me
you
almost said you don't know what you're talking about.
So also
So
in
also
here,
in here,
there are different
there are
parts
different parts
of the quiz
of the quizzes
where you have to
where you
actually
have to actually
climb to
climb
get to
to
answer,
get to
so you
answer,
can
and so you
practice
can practice or your
practice.
students to practice different things. Okay. That's really cool.
Obviously, we get a
Let's do simple math.
oh, this
Oh,
is still
this is still the same.
okay. What
Okay, what about
does not
does not
contribute to
contribute to
meiosis?
meiosis?
Definitely.
Definitely not meiosis.
definitely not right.
Definitely not right.
It's
All right, it's a chromosome.
okay, y'all.
Okay, y'all.
That's what happens
That's
when
what
you get it
happens when you
wrong.
get it wrong.
And then when you
And
get
then
it
when you
right,
get it right,
you get to
you
go
get
through
to
this
go through
labor.
this laboring.
But you still
But
have
you
to
still
figure
have to
out where
figure
to
out
go.
where to go.
And
And
sometimes the
sometimes
answers
the answers
are all
are all
over the place.
over the place.
So what
So
word
what
best
word best
describes the
describes
owl
the
in this
owl in
picture?
this picture?
An owl.
An owl.
Is the
Is
owl
the owl
omnivore?
omnivore?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's going to be
It's
over.
going to be over.
Owls don't
Owls
eat
don't eat
other
other
owls.
owls.
See, so
See,
let's
so
go
let's
find
go
C.
find C.
Herbivore.
A herbivore.
No,
No.
maybe a carnivore.
Maybe a carnivore.
Maybe it's eating a worm.
Maybe it's eating a worm.
Bees.
Bee is a carnivore. Oh, that was right. Just gotta get the, just have to figure out the way to go.
This one.
This way. Get out.
Find the
I have to
next
find the
question.
next question.
You see why it's
You
a
see why
labor?
it's a laboring?
Okay.
Okay.
So this
So
is a
this
good
is a
thing to
good
do
thing to
with
do with
multiple
multiple
students.
students,
So
so
they can help
they can help
to
each
find
other
their way
find their way
through the labor.
through the laboring.
That's how we do
That's
it.
how we've actually done it.
And then they can
And then they can listen
just
to the questions
together
together
and then find
and
their
then
way.
find their way.
So it's like
So it's
you go
like
that way,
you
I
go
go
that
this.
way, I go this way.
Dead end.
Dead end.
You see, I would have
You
had
see, I
another
would have
group
had another
this
group
way.
going this way.
See,
See,
we would have found
and we'd have found our way.
No, I'm back to
No, I'm back to the beginning.
anyway. So it
Anyway,
could be
so
very
it
fun
could be very fun
and challenging.
and challenging.
The last thing that
The
I want
last
to
thing
show
that I
you
want to show
is
you is
well, I did
I
conversational
did
AI.
conversational AI.
I will show you
I
mixed
will show you mixed
reality. That'll be next.
reality. That'll
I
be
showed
next
you
time. I
creative
showed you
spaces
creative spaces
because we went to the
because we
Morehouse
went to the
College
Morehouse
campus.
College campus.
Uh,
Uh,
I showed you
I
simulations
showed you
because we did
simulations
the
because we
robotics.
did the robotics stuff.
So I think we've
So
done
I think
everything
we've done
except
everything
for
except for
just look
just
at
starting to
different
look
things.
at different
I'll
things.
show
So
you
I'll
other
show you
things
other
later.
things later.
But these are
But
all the things.
these are
It
all
has
the
a lot of
things. It has
chemistry
a lot of
simulations
chemistry
in it. It
simulations in
actually
it. It
simulates the
actually simulates the
experiments. Same thing with
experiments. Same thing with
biology. So
biology.
you could
So you could
fully do it. And I
fully do it.
love
And I
to
love
end
to
on
end
this note
on this
because
note
it's my favorite.
because it's my
This is
favorite.
probably like my
This is probably
favorite
like my
space,
favorite space,
which is the space
which is
station.
the space
So when
station.
the students are in
So when the
here,
students are
they're
in here, they are
in
actually in
astronaut suits.
astronaut suits.
But this is like
But
a
this is like
wonderful
a wonderful
space to just
space to just
meditate and close the
meditate and
lesson on.
close the lesson on.
I always do.
I always do.
Son like
My son likes to come in here and try to
oh,
dunk this ball, which
yeah,
he has failed on every
statement.
statement.
I missed
Oh, I missed it.
it. That is
That
trash.
is trash.
I normally make
I
it.
normally make it.
This is the only time.
This is the only time that I'm a great
basketball.
basketball player. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Venus, don't let me down. Oh, rolled right off. Broski. Okay, what about Mercury? Mercury. Give me right. No. Okay, Jupiter. Come on. Jupiter is going to do me right. Yes! I did it. I don't.
At least I scored.
At least I scored.
It's Jupiter.
It's Jupiter. Jupiter all along. Anyway, so then you get in your session,
and they'll take you back.
and they'll take you back to the lobby.
So I know. Extra longer than 10 minutes.
Longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, so much fun.
As I always do. VXR Labs. It is
such
a neat platform. You should definitely try it with your students.
And allow me to train your teacher. So reach out to me at unitethemetaverse.com. Let me uncast. It actually held the cast this time, which is really cool. But this is what I do for a living. Can you imagine? I get to do this for a living. And you can too with your students. You can explore the metaverse. You can explore relations in these different places and have them explore. And if you need any help, reach out to me at unitethemetaverse.com. I am Dr. Messina Morris, and it was a pleasure taking you on these 40-minute adventure that started out to be 10 minutes, but I always lose track of time in VR, and it's always so fun. So thank you for joining me during this live session, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone.